welcome everyone, those who are physically present here and also those who are online.
The PFMA has been running an 18-month structured executive training course.
The African Development Bank is dedicated to mending and filling up Africa's economic bucket with new, increased and strengthened capacity. On a continent where years of a lack of accountability and transparency, corruption and illicit financial flows created a recurring fiscal sinking hole. To address this need, the African Development Bank set up the Public Finance Management Academy for Africa to provide rounded capacity development support to regional member countries in the entire public financial management cycle and ecosystem.
I think this is a great idea to bring together public finance managers across the continent to share experiences and to learn.
Je suis ici dans cette formation pour améliorer mes connaissances en matière de gestion des finances publiques. Comme je travaille en tant que macroéconomiste, je dois savoir à quel point est la gestion des finances publiques de mon pays.
The course, first of all, brought together a network of several public finance managers from all over Africa, which in itself was good for peer learning.
Transparency shines the light for you to see whether individuals are accountable. And who are you accountable to? You are first accountable to the law. Second, you are accountable to the commitments of that process. Thirdly, you are accountable to the people.
If we don't collect data in a structured format, we make it complicated for Mali to even share that data with Zambia, for Zambia to share that data with Botswana. So that's the purpose of using a structured format.
This training has touched on every category and every aspect that is required to help develop public finances in every country.
To tackle corruption, I think I always say we need to focus on 3 S's. The 3 S's, which is systems, sanctions, and society. We need to ensure that we build and strengthen systems that make it hard for corruption to occur.
I'm immensely impressed by the quality and level of spirit of our attenders. I see almost all African delegates from all African countries.
The first cohort of trainees have gone through 6 modules of the PFMA's Public Finance Management Executive Training, which started in June of 2022. The 6 modules covered domestic revenue mobilization in Africa, macro-fiscal modeling and forecasting in Africa, prudential public budgeting, debt reporting, public-private partnerships for effective public financial management in Africa, enhancing accountability, transparency, and curbing corruption and illicit financial flows in Africa, culminating in this graduation in Abuja, Nigeria. The Academy has provided training to 145 public finance and debt management practitioners from over 45 regional member countries in an 18-month structured executive training on the core areas of public finance and debt management. We now have a fresh group of graduates equipped with the tools to stop these gaps and keep our financial resources in Africa where they belong.
We hope that the training that they have received over these 18 months will enable them to improve on their skills and knowledge and impact on the way they do their work in their various countries.
By bringing together experts and practitioners from Africa and from East Development Partners, the World Bank, IMF, and the rest of them we have heard of today, we are encouraging peer-to-peer learning among African experts, but also between African experts and global experts, among African practitioners, but also between African practitioners and global practitioners, so that together we can understand what works elsewhere that we can adapt to our own conditions and what works in Africa that others can also adapt to. And more importantly, Africa must stand together to mobilize and efficiently manage their resources required to enhance productivity and create wealth in Africa for Africans.
I wish to congratulate African Development Bank, especially the African Development Institute, on this very innovative initiative of the Public Finance Management Academy for Africa and its program of capacity development across the continent. Our government will continue to support this initiative and ensure that we take maximum advantage of the opportunity to strengthen the capacity of our public financial and debt management workforce.
We look forward to a time where all these public financial management experts will apply what they have learned to ensure that they improve and strengthen the framework for public financial management, especially with respect to bridging some of the leakages that we see in our public financial management across African countries.
First of all, I would like to thank the African Development Bank for giving us this opportunity to know more about public financial management. And I would also like to thank the Bank of Zambia for my government for letting me come all the way to Abuja to be part of this ceremony.
So, let's celebrate this pioneering cohort as they domesticate and apply the knowledge they've acquired to their country-specific contexts. Through their efforts, Africa's wealth will stay plugged in Africa and remain effectively managed to achieve the Africa of our dreams.